What's going on? How we doing? Oh, man. How in the world are we doing, everybody? Where's my comments? There we go. Mr. Jorge, what's up? Yeah, what's going on? Everybody doing okay? Hello, hello. How are we? How are we? I'll give everybody a few minutes to get in. Thought I would hop on. Hello, Mr. Jorge. Thought I'd hop on, do a little chart, and look at a few things. What a day. Good day of day trading. I missed some things today. I was gone. Had a doctor appointment, so I missed some of the run up, but we had a amazing live session this morning. Oh my God, cat. I've got a very persistent cat. Hello, Patricia. How are you? Good to see you. What's up? What's up? VCD in the house. All the beautiful faces. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, want to look at a few things. We had where in the world is my... There we go. So if you're new to the Discord, or fairly new, I will usually post levels in the mornings for the SPY. I'm going to go on here and show you the levels we did today that I had for you before the market opened. Okay. We're going to go back and see how they played. We're going to go back and see why they played the way they played. Let me get my comments back up here. Yeah, that Google boom. Had a lot of good ones. Is this live at Scave? Yep, this is live, my friend. All right. All right. Here was what I posted for you this morning. Told everybody calls over 668.10. That was early risky entry. Calls over 6 and then calls over 669. That's more confirmed with a target up to 670.50. So the first break was 668.10. Let's go look. Put you a line on 668.10, my friends. Bada bing, bada boom. Want you to see where we came back to, where we back tested right here. You see that? A more confirmed breakout over 669.15. Here is 669.15. Again, a nice break. This was a 1.5 almost move with a back test of my first level to the T. All right. This played money all day long. If you played these levels, this was a great breakout. We do this every day. Anybody new in here, you really need to consider coming over and joining us. We do this every single day. I also called Palantir this morning. I got some in my other account, but I got shook out this morning in the live. Look at that run on Palantir. Let's just go look at Palantir for a second. Look at this thing. And I'll show you what I was watching, because I told everybody early in the pre-market. So most of the time I get up, I try to come in a little bit early, 15 minutes, 20 minutes early, so we can start looking at stuff and getting a game plan together, because things change. Yeah, that Palantir call was money. Things change as the market is about to open in the morning. Things start changing. Hello from Miami. Hello. Thanks, Mick. 4377. Thank you. Mr. J. Cole, good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. Thanks, Cole. Debonair. So, when we come into Palantir, check the 15-minute RSI. As we were about to open. And this is what will catch my eye. It's one of the first things I start looking at as we're about to open, right? Here was a 15-minute candle. We were already over the signal line and already over 50, starting to pump up. Now, this doesn't have to continue, of course, but it is an early indication. Let's go back and look at the 5-minute at that point. Here was the bell. Look what we were crossing. And this is why I wanted this play. It's just that wick and that wick. That's 10 hard minutes to set through. And I got a bad feel right here. So I was late on my trigger. It means a lot having the right tool to go off of, right? Now, when we also go throw pre-market on, that's what we were wicking off of. So this was shaky really until this candle. These were 4 shaky candles. I didn't like it. But this one was the one. And it ended up being a monster move. Now, why I wanted it so bad was another story. Let's look. I'm going to do a bar replay for you. I want everybody to go back and look at this, okay? Good evening, Miss Shelley. Let's see here. Why did I want this play? Where's the replay now? Why did they move it? There it is. Okay. So this is how pre-market looked this morning, right? That's the replay on TradingView. Let's go to a 5-minute. Here's your last candle before pre-market. So what I saw was, I actually played Palantir yesterday down here off these lows. What I saw was a clear run if we got over this level. You see this section here? There's no structure. There's no structure here. This was just a dead fall yesterday when we broke pre-market. It was just a dead fall. So the ride up is just the same as the ride down when you break back over that level. So you can see clearly we got rejected at the close of yesterday. This is how I look at stuff. Just to draw it. You know, we had this, there was pre-market up and then a flush, right? And then we rebounded here. We got a double bottom. Where did we come and reject at the end of the day? Look at this. See that line? What is that this morning? That's pre-market high, right? I knew when we broke pre-market high that the ride back from 176.70 at least back up in here to 180. That was pre-market low yesterday. This was an easy ride up if we could break this level. That was my way of thinking. And when we go back, look at your 5-minute MACD at the opening bell. Going through the zero line. 5-minute RSI crossing 60 at opening bell, right? Now, when we start our replay, here's our market maker levels. And here's orb, opening range, right? All right, boom. There we go. There's your first 3 candles. Now, the 5-minute turns on us right here. And to me, it looks like it's rejecting. And I don't like this doji candle right at resistance. But we get 2 more candles in. Right there it is. That was the one. That was entry right here. You were breaking pre-market and opening range. Now, to me, the next level becomes up here. Very easy to get back to that, in my opinion. Where did we end up getting to today? Let's start playing this out. Look at there. Where did we come back and retest just now? Once and twice. Look at that purple line, guys. Opening range high, right? See that? These levels play all day long. All day long. RSI gave another cross up. So when we get a good pump on the opening, most of the time I like, if we get a high RSI, I like at least one pullback to either opening range high or pre-market high. Now, let's turn on the 9 EMA. Get rid of our drawings. Watch your 9 EMA as we stay on a trend up through here. Okay? Watch your 9 EMA. You make your buys on a trend like this, on a red candle that touches really close to the 9 EMA. That's where you make your buy at, right? That's why I use the 9. Anytime you buy off the green line, it becomes your support. If it breaks it, you're out. That's a close one right there. You're up again. That one would have been out right here. Now, the other EMA you can run if you catch this trend. If you're in down here on the break, that's 177. This red candle would have got you out at 179.50. That's a 2.5 point move, okay? This is why I run the 9 EMA on the chart. Now, your second EMA should be the 20. This is your, if you have runners, if you've trimmed some of your position on these pumps as we broke and broke out, this was a good breakout for sure. If you've taken some profits and you want your runners to run, then the 20 EMA becomes your secondary line of defense. See how it retraces to the 20? Anytime you're on a trend and you get a retracement to the 20, this is go time. This is go time. Now, let's correlate it with RSI. Even though RSI is falling off, it is high enough to continue moving price action, or at least holding price action up. Go to a 30-minute. Go to a 1 hour. Even though it's pointing down a little bit, look at your 1 hour. Your 1 hour carries the day. Look at that. Still busting through 60 and just starting to climb, really, at this point. So, always start switching your time frames to higher time frames as the day goes on. And then you get your entries off your lower time frames. This was a great play. It double topped up here, but if you rode the whole thing up, then the 20 would get you out. You got one retracement here. One more retracement here. And then you finally broke it right here, right? 180.70. You learn this crap mining coal. Yeah, Switz, I learned this mining coal, baby. So, ultimately, we didn't get all the way to 182. I don't think. I guess that's not the entire day. Yeah, that's it. That's the whole day. So, this was my upper target, but this whole range from yesterday kind of became what we looked at. So here's your, now let's go back and paint this picture a little bit. Does this look familiar? Look at all this price action up here, guys. Look at all that. So at this point, we got to start making some new highs here. So let's go look at Palantir. Let's get some levels. Okay. Everybody good with that? It was a good play today. What's up, Patrick? Which two you want me to look at, bud? Anonymous. Start charging royalties on it. LBTR. I can look at it for you, buddy. LBTR. What was the other one? NB. Yep. Give me just a moment. Let's look at Palantir while we got it pulled up. So we're in consolidation up here. Oh yeah, I wish I could have played Tesla, man. It was when I got back and got to look at some charts, I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, this thing was money in the bank. But that's why I own it long term. Let's go to, yeah, I'll look at Enphase in just a second. I'm still up on my Enphase 4%. I'm on shares, but it's really never blasted off or took off. I feel you, Sal. You know, it ain't for everybody, man. I think you should just maybe slow down with it and establish consistency before you put risk on the table. Establish some consistency, man. Okay. What's up, Crypto King? Yeah, we'll do a few. I'm not staying on crazy long, but we'll do a few. Hood, QUBT. Okay. Man. It looks like it's getting ready to go again, man. Look at this RSI on the weekly. Good Lord. Palantir, what a monster. You really just got this level of consolidation we got to break out of. That's what it boils down to. It'll start with the day. If the day can give us another cross up here, looks like it wants to cross up on the RSI. So I'm going to set an alert on the MACD. Why is it not doing that? What's it doing? Why is it not setting my alerts? Hang on. Let me reset here. All right, hang with me, hang with me. There we go. Add alert on MACD. Okay. condition. MACD crossing up. Signal line. Create. I will also add one right here. All right, perfect. If we get a daily cross up, and I'll also put an alert back at 60 on the RSI. If we push 60, I feel like if we push 60, we can bust through these highs up here, 185, 187 maybe. That's how I see it. It's really printed some nice volume up here. That's why I do like it. Let's go back to April. Look at that volume. So, the volume up here is just as good as this volume. So I like this upper range. Right there. The 169.50, 170 level. Breakout over 188.50. All right. There's a couple Palantirs to watch out for. We're in consolidation. Let's see what our RSI MACD does, okay? NVTS. MJHGGDWW. I don't know how to say that, but how do I see bull right now? Unless it's changed in the last day or two. I had my line. Well, you see my red line. That was these previous lows here, 1080 area. Bounced off of it today, but I don't see any heavy volume coming in. I like the chart pattern, but I don't see any volume stepping in. If it's going to go make a turnaround, it's time. This is one of those charts that I would love to give an opportunity to. Like if it crossed this signal line and recovered 40, I'll set an alert at 40. I would maybe consider it, but it's got a lot to chew through. You got pretty hard resistance all the way to 1420 to get through. I don't know if there's any news or anything I've missed. Analysts got it rated as a strong buy right now. I don't know, man. 1 year price target 1733. The technicals say sell. I don't know. I would love for it to turn around. I would love to buy this down here. I need to see more strength. I think I'm doing that right. I'll put another one there. So we'll see. It's set up for the kill, man. It's sitting on lows. It's anything under 1020. This thing's dead. All right. Patrick Star Trader, been asking me this for 3 weeks now. Okay. NBLBTR. NioCorp Developments. This one right here. Is that it? Let's look at when I'm picking the right contracts. I see your question there, Proba Silva, 95.48. Yeah, I've got NVTS wrote down, Spencer. I'll look at it just a second. I think this is... I think this is sitting on its last leg of support here, brother. 775. I think if this continues to lose 50, right there's your next stop, around 650. Right here at these lows, about 640. This could be your bounce. This 640 could correlate to your bounce if it bounces off 40 down here, okay? Other than that, 450 is your next support. That's your... For right now, I usually go back to April for April lows. And that is back to April lows. Under 640, you got a little support here. Maybe the $5 area, right there at 5. Looks like that used to be resistance. Right in that neighborhood, okay? It's leaning a little bit bearish. Bleeding off. Your big resistance above you is here at 920. You got a lot to chew through right here. That's how I see it, Patrick Star, okay? Thank you. You're welcome, Patrick. Hopefully that helps you, buddy. Okay. Let's check NVTS. A few people asked for that. There's nothing up here, man. This is this ran up on a lot of hype, so it's got to hold this upper area. Around 13. You got a little support around 13, then all the way back to 10.20. Maybe $10 area right in there. Resistance above you here. Got some to chew through. About 1575, 1580 resistance on this. It appears on the daily, on the 4 hour, like it's trying to curl back around. On your MACD. It's trying to flatten out here close to the 0 line, which is good. What's the daily look like? So, yeah. If this holds over 60, that'd be very bullish. You're going to make another run up across this signal line, see how high you get. But this could be good support here on this $13 area. This could be decent support here for this. Okay. Let's check a weekly. Very hot still on the weekly, man. Pretty hardcore wick on that. $14.80, then $15.80. Looks like about right. Somewhere right in there. $14.90. Okay. Hopefully that's got you. Money Mike, what is your pick of the day? What's up, Buck? Man, my pick of the day was Palantir this morning. I called it from the get-go. It shook me out a little bit. I want to hit on my swings while I'm in here with you guys. How about that American Eagle today? Y'all got your blue jeans on? Whoop, whoop. At Scave, you're welcome, brother. Looky there, looky there. Did we pick it again? Looky there. Wookie, Wookie. Chewbacca Wookie. Looky there. Man, that's really on the weekly. This is what I was going back to a few days ago. I was telling you guys, some tickers respect different EMAs. Look at how American Eagle respects the 20 on the weekly time frame. Look at that. Right there. Here, here, here. On the downside here. Yeah. Man, if that weekly busts back through 60 here on the RSI, she's going again. We'll hop in the car with Sydney Sweeney and go buy some new blue jeans, okay? 14 support, 1880 ultimate target here. Let's look at the daily. I like that range. Oh wow, look at that. Could that be setting up? Maybe. Maybe. That'd be cool if you get that move back down here for an inverse head and shoulders. Been catching some of these. I guess that would put your line more so up here. That would put us back to 20, 30. We'll see. Either way, check that MACD out on the daily. It looks like it's ready to go. We just busted through 50 on the RSI, heading up. I like the look of this. I would say next stop 18 and then 20. So I think we got in on this very good. I am only in shares. I posted that in the Discord. We're up 4%, I think, on shares. Let me double check. Yep, 4.2%. We're up already. Okay, so this could be a nice little move for us. Our average is like 1580. So we got a good entry here. Pretty good entry. I can handle $16 to $20 move. That's a nice little move on shares. We'll take it. Monster, I think it's okay. I'm only playing shares. I'm not a financial advisor, just so everybody knows. But you could use $15.90 average cost. Sorry, I'm looking here, guys. You could use like 15-20 as a stop. Relatively tight to protect yourself. Don't let it fall back to 14. 14 is your ultimate support here. If that breaks, then this is void. Okay, you always got to have a exit strategy. I will sell some into the $18 and $20 range, and then if it wants to break out, I will play the breakout. That's how I'll do it. I like to sell into strength. GELD gold. Okay, so that's AEO. Let's check out TTD while we're in here. Still in that. Look at that. I drew this weeks ago, guys. Looky there. That was before this was formed. Let's see what happens. We need continuation. We need this to go through 60 on the RSI. Let's look at the weekly once. Look at there. Boom, baby. Weekly is about to cross up on the signal line. And we just got 40 back. And we crossed the signal line. I'm liking TTD. Breakout still over 57. That's what I'm watching. There she is. It owes us. It owes me. We've been very patient with this one. Got shares and calls on this. We're up. Good. Okay. Glenn, why only shares on American Eagle? I just don't like their options chain. So there's some tickers I just don't like their options. Don't have a lot of. They don't have a lot of volume on them. Unless something's changed. I will say excuse me. That's a lot of spread on that. 250 to 350 on the 15 strikes on American Eagle for January. Is that right? Yeah, that's insane. I ain't playing that. It's just cheap enough to buy shares on and still make decent. And I wasn't crazy about the options chain when I looked at it to start with. It doesn't look horrible, though. I would rather get the 16 strike or the 17 strike for January. Those have better open interest on American Eagle. Okay, let's move on. What else was we looking at? Hood and QUBT. Was there any more that I'm missing? Yeah, you guys don't. If you don't care, yeah, I've got shares and calls on this NEMA. November 6th earnings on TTD monster. Yeah, something to keep on our radar for sure. You know, this earnings could be revenge. So let's look at QUBT. Everybody was wanting that. I'll check out a few more here. All right, excuse me, guys. Okay. What did this do today? thought all this stuff had a big rip today. Did QUBT not follow? Am I missing something? Thank you, Neiman. Hey, Tony, I'm looking forward to it too, brother. Sal, I did spy earlier, but I'll look at it one more time. I had it pegged today, brother. It was spot on today. Spencer did a super chat for what? USAR? Okay. I got you, Spencer. Thanks for reminding me. USAR for Spencer. Was this one of Josh's picks? QUBT? Rigetti did good after closing, Deshaun. Google is his pick. I mean, what I tell y'all last week about Google. What's up, Alphonse? Maybe 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes or something. Let's see here. Well, we're starting to get man, this is I'd rather get this on a pullback some more for long term. I mean, you guys probably know more about this quantum stuff than I do. I'm not the best with fundamentals. I'll be the first to admit it. That don't play. It's all over the place, man. This thing's hard to chart. Okay. $14. This could be getting ready to make a run back towards 19. It could. Yeah, Alfonso, gee, this is it's live on YouTube. You can go back on YouTube and watch it. Daniel Cortez, would I start building a position? Like, are we talking to hold 5 years, 10 years? Maybe off the 14 level, possibility. But this thing can come back to $4. You know, are they money hungry? Are they going to dilute? Probably. It's a lot of volume up here, though. That line's a good line. $13.90, $14 is a pretty good area. You're already back to 16. So got resistance at 17. 17.30. Right there. Probably a long-term play. Yeah, be okay. If it was to lose this level, you're back down to 10 pretty easy. So this is something you want to build a position in over a long time, you know. I guess that's how I would approach that. Did my mic go out? Check 1 2 1 2. Audio's still okay, right? Yeah. Audio's fine. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. All right. That's about all I can give you on that, man. It's bearish leaning right now on the daily, but looks like it's trying to find support here off 14. Closed at 16. All right. USAR for the super chat. Got you. Yeah. Think I did this the other day. Yep. There was my last level of 2680. Looks like you broke that now all the way to 24. It's kind of the line in the sand here. 2350. $23.50. That's been a good pullback. All the way from $44. Pretty big pullback. So, might not be a bad spot to start. However, it can definitely come on back. I would treat this 23 level, you know, it might wick down, but this 2350 is pretty important. That's the end of your volume up top. And there's a pretty significant gap in volume here. That was a hype candle. This whole gap up was hype. So the real support's back down here at 1850, 19. Yeah. Will they give up 2350? Maybe not. The daily's still pointing down some. It's in bullish hands technically. Weekly still hot. But there's the first move you don't want to see is if this thing gives 60 back up. If so, this can come back pretty easy to 18 and 19. Okay. Hello, Jess Mess. How are you? All right. Everybody good? That's how I would approach USAR, man. Now, I feel you, Tony Williams. That's killing you. Okay, gold, GLD. There's not much to say. The breakout on this was over your consolidation level back here. This thing spent some time in this range waiting on a breakout. When it got your breakout off of consolidation, that was go time, Bubby. Let's look at the daily on it. Hot, man. It is hot. Just not much up here, buddy. $362. All right, here's where you're at. Got to get back above 381.50. This thing's hot, man. It's in bullish hands still. Look at your monthly. Lord have mercy. Yeah, it could be time for a little cool off. But it still looks fairly bullish. Hard to argue with that, man. I just don't like that there's no volume up there. That's all. Doesn't mean it can't hold. It can hold and pull back. I would treat 360, 362 as your support. See if you can start getting consolidation here for another leg up. Otherwise, you know, this 340 level, that's your last real any kind of bit of consolidation. Down here, you can see it there in between those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 12 days worth of consolidation. That's the only time it slowed down the whole way up here. So 340 to 332 could be better support for you. Okay? Hopefully that helps you, buddy. Okay. Gonna wind it down here, my people. Everybody good? Bloom Energy. This one. Starting to slow down up here, man. Starting to slow down. It respected $90 pretty well. It's your weekly candles. Keep an eye on your RSI. See if it's going to start making lower lows. If so, this move is coming to an end. I like down here better. 65. This is good support down in here. Between 65 all the way to 93. I don't know much about this ticker, but it's trying to respect 93 for support right now. And then you're just back to all-time highs. So you would have to get by 112. That's where that weekly body closed. Down here, 101. I like this area better for a pickup. If this is a long-term play. Okay. Thanks, Deshaun. Yeah, hit that like button for me, y'all. BNR. This hasn't changed any. You're stuck right now. Stuck in a range, man. Stuck in a range. That's a bear flag. Bear pennant. Am I right? I'm right. Bear's pennant. That's a bear's pennant, guys. And my line is wrong on the bottom. Their line is right. Right there is where it should be. It's already started breaking down out of it. So this is what I had a few days ago too. I remember charting it. That don't mean it's over, but I think $40 is on the table if she loses 47. 47 support. Somewhere in that neighborhood. 47. Then about 40, 30. Resistance at 55. Yeah. Boom. There you go. There you go. MACD just hit the 0 line and firing through it to the downside. RSI is in consolidation here. It's in between 40 and 60. 40 and 60. 40 60. Can't. It's not breaking out yet. So that's the formation that you got, okay? You're welcome, Fred. Thank you. All right, guys, I got to wind it up. I'll do one or two more here, and then that's it. I love y'all. Appreciate you. What's up, Troy Hunt? Wolf. Where's April? Right there. Good job, man, on the SPX. Oh, yeah, I need to do Tesla for sure. Wolf is starting to run. It's starting to turn over up here, man. There's no volume up there. I wouldn't be surprised to get back to $9. That could take a few weeks to play out. About 1080 could be a little support. You probably bounce up here a couple times for a couple of bounces off support. That weekly RSI is still hot as a firecracker, but it looks like it wants to cross down under the 0. It's starting to roll over up here for either consolidation or pullback. Previous highs back here, that makes perfect. Yeah, right here. I'm going to stretch that right across. Looky there at those previous highs. Right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way back with this same line. I like this line here. 880 definitely could come test that. 1090 in the way. There you go, brother. At Scar, you're welcome. Thank you. You got a $7 average, brother. I mean, if it was me, yeah, I mean, don't let this come back to 8 on you and lose out all your gains. Just one way of looking at it, you know. You got to do you, though. I can see the patterns in here. Can you guys see the patterns in here? See this? That descending channel breaks up. When it breaks up, you come down here. You get your cross up on your RSI. Cross up on MACD. Look at that run now. Boom. All the way through this mess. And then your blow off candle. Consolidate. And another explosion. So this could come back to like right here. consolidate, and then move up. That's a possibility. Maybe pulls back to 860. If you lose 860, though, this can get back to 575 like easy. Okay? Hello, Yvette. How are you? I'm winding up right now, Yvette. I feel you, Salamonte. BBAI. Didn't I just do this one? I don't know. They're starting to run together. This is set up just like another one we just did. If I didn't do this already. What was it? USAR, I bet. No, it was something else. Looked just like this one. I don't know. QUBT. Was it? Pretty similar. Okay. You got some bearish divergence in it, man. Momentum is decreasing. Momentum is decreasing some. This did respect this little alert that I had here at 6:30. Came down to it, bounced. That's the bottom of this range. If you was to lose this 6:30, 480's on the table. It's still in bullish hands. You know, it's still, the MACD's still above the histogram, but it's starting to look weak. You got all these wicks off the top on these weekly candles, wick, wick, wick. All in the meantime, you're losing momentum. So I'm not crazy about it right now. I'd rather pick this back up at $5 if possible. That's kind of how I look at it. Okay. There you go, Nima. INTC. We can hit that one. And then QXO, and I'll quit. This is still looking strong to me. So, INTC. Right there it is, man. Clear as mud. About 38.50. You got to close over 38.50. That opens up the door to 44. Okay. Okay. I like it still, man. I think it's strong looking. Saying that, it has hit a wall here around this close to 39 level. But it's looking strong. It looks like a flag up here to me, like a bull flag at the top. What's that previous? Right there. That's, my line's almost on the money. Yeah, 34.70. If you got a tap on that again, could be a load point. Right now, you're just going to, or if you're in it, I would probably still be holding it and looking for the next breakout over 38.50. That's what I'd be looking for. All right. I like it. I like the weekly. I think it's still strong looking. Crypto key. Full time, Banu. Yes. What's up, Mikey Mullins? Let's do QXO. And I'll finish with A-Lab. I don't know. That's a lot to ask. I think you've got to establish consistency before you have to ask yourself, are you being consistent? Before you make that leap. What happened back here? Oh, a split, I see. Man, this is going to be hard to chart because of that stock split. I like this formation. Oh, I hate that it did a stock split back here. Let's redo this. When did it do that? June. See how it skews everything? MACD's all messed up. go to 6 hour here. That's kind of what I thought. The fallen wedge. Okay. It likes this $18 level. Huh. Could it keep falling? Yeah, it could. But I do like this. This is pretty close to support here, around 18. Run back towards 20 at least. I mean, that's not a lot, but I'm not sure how much these options run if you do options on them. So I would need... I would probably use this as my support line. This wedge here. 18, maybe just south of 18 would be support on this. If you lose that, the only thing you got catching you is this little chunk back here. That's what my mama used to call me, Chunky. She'd say I was husky. Try to make me feel better. She she'd say, we got to go to the husky section, buddy. Did y'all's mama ever tell you that? Oh, man. I say, okay, Mom. That's what would, I think that's what would, this is the only thing that could catch you on the way down. Oh, I got my second thumbs down. Lord have mercy. Can't please them all. It was a joke, guys. Oh, God. Ethan, you can call me whatever you want to, my friend. Just call me friend. I think they want to, between Josh and Larry, and I love those two guys, and they've really got behind me. They think it's got a little bit better marketing pizzazz to it, you know, like a better ring to it. And so far, I've found out in my life, I listen to people that know what they're talking about. So that's right, Ethan, Husky Mike. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Gene, I like it too. I'm keeping Spy Lord in the Discord, but I may change the YouTube name to help. We'll see. I want to grow the YouTube all I can because I'm reaching more people. And if I reach more, outside of the Discord, so I get to reach more people and help more people, bring them along the way. That's what I'm That is what I'm here for. I want to help people. And if you've spoke with me or done a coaching call with me, you know I am all about trying to help everybody. Thanks, Mario. Muscular Mike. There we go. Oh, God. Yeah, I get it, Mario. The original thing was Spy Lord. It was like a play on words from Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord, right? Exactly, Crypto. That it's, Money Mike kind of goes with the stocks and the finance world a little better. So I like it. I do like it. If QXO breaks out of this wedge, this is the place to get it, is on the bottom of this wedge. Or you have to wait for a breakout, or you buy on support. So, two ways of playing that. It is, on the daily, seems to be sort of respecting, we got a higher low here now. It seems to be trying to respect 40. But at the same time, it is not got above 50 the whole way up through here. And most definitely not gotten up to 60 on the RSI. So if we get through and bust through 60, we're probably going to be busting through $22 up here. That's sort of how I would look at it. And then here's your 20, then 21, and 22.20 right there. That's sort of how I would be looking to play this, using this as my support down through here as this wedges out more. So we'll see how it plays, okay? What's up, Hammer? What's going on? All right, my friends. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, Nicholas. About Big Money Mike. Not Husky, just big. I like that, John. Big Money Mike. Off. Well, none of y'all know me, so I could tell you I'm tall, right? I'm 6'4", man. 6'5". Now I'm actually 5'6". I'm short. Thanks, Debbie. Is that, it just says AI, is that C3 AI? Yeah. Let's get that. Let's look at a weekly. Last time we got this breakout, we're a little late on this. It's not a bad look. On the weekly, I don't see any volume coming in though. This is on its lows, huh? What's it picking up on here? I ain't crazy about that. I'd have to see a little more on this. 1980s, your previous week high. I'd probably be running that for my resistance on this. Here's sitting on last week's low here at 1750, 1720. This is going to be here's your local support right here, 1720. The daily's trying to inch up a little. It's neutral, man, right now at best. Very neutral. Consolidation right here. Breakout would have to be over 20 bucks. Might as well call it 20. That would be breakout. 1719 support. Then you've got more support down here at 1450, I think. Where is that at? Right there. 1480. If it loses this 17 level, it could get down here pretty easy. Okay. All right, my friends. Oh, this has got high short interest. C3AI. Yeah, it could be on the radar. A lot of things like that are on the radar. I found this one. What was that one you were telling me, Mike? ALAB? Oh, yeah. It's setting up, huh? Yeah, I don't mind the look of that, Mikey. How's the options play on it? Thank you, Crypto. ALAB options. Let's look at January. Ooh, son, thing's expensive. For January calls. Wowzers. I don't know, man. I guess that's... It does look to be setting up nice, Mike. I'd have to get a MACD cross and a RSI cross down here to get interested. I'll set a couple of alerts. See if it wants to give a cross up. Okay. I'll keep an eye on that, Mike. I would say... $167. There's not a lot there. Going back up. Yeah, 167's a breakout, man. Right here. 167.35. That's your breakout on this. I like the look of it. Might be a good pick there, buddy. Okay, my friends. That's all I got. Tesla. I did promise Tesla, didn't I? Okay. Wow, man. It's getting some nice volume up here, man. Look at that volume shelf. Last time when we ran up to these highs, I had students buying back in here asking me. There was zero volume shelf up there, and when it fell, it just fell off the face of the earth. This time, it has printed some nice consolidation up here. So, I think the daily's about to break back out. 453. Right there. Over 453 can get us back to 470. Y'all know Tesla can do it. Look at that candle today, man. Wow. Look at that volume come in. Yeah, I like it. Here's the 1 hour. I would see tomorrow if we pull back to 441. No doubt about it. That's your previous week high. Let's retest 441. That's how I would play this. I told somebody this morning on the live, they asked me how they would play it. I told them I would have got next Friday's calls. That was down here early this morning. It was way down here. So, possible retest of 441. And then you're going to have to break out above highs up here. That's a given. Doesn't take a genius to see that, but about 450. Then 453. Okay? All right, my friends. I'm calling it. That is it. Appreciate you all. Get done. Tesla revisit 420s to 430s in the coming day. Later, bro. Thanks, Glenn. Thank you all. Appreciate you very much. Don't forget to like the video, please, and subscribe if you've not already. If you're not in the Discord, consider coming over, letting us help you with your trading journey. Live day trade every day of the week, every morning. We're pretty high success rate. I think most everybody has a good time on the live streams with me. We learn and we earn, right? Learning and earning, baby. If you really want to support me, you can sub to the Discord with my link. That is the top link in the description. Beginners option class this Saturday morning. After about halfway through tomorrow, I'm not taking any more emails. It's pretty much it. It's just for beginners this Saturday. Newbies, people that haven't day traded before, they're trying to learn what we're doing with options in the mornings. Getting some tools, basic tools set up, and that's what we're going to do Saturday morning. Thank you, user Heart RN. How can we get those custom indicators for Webull? Webull does not allow them, Monster. Webull, that's why Webull's not my main charting. Lorraine, it's on. You can go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. You can go back and watch it. And so yeah, Webull, you can't have third-party indicators. It is what Webull makes, and that's it. That's why I use TradingView for my main charts. Swits. All right, my friends. Thanks, Yolanda, Mario, Jorge. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you so much. Crypto King, what are you looking for? Quickly give the top and bottom price. Oh. Looking for money. Mr. Clean Entertainment, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, man. Thanks, Alex. All right, guys. Ladies and gents, I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the live stream in the morning with Josh. If you're brand new to the Discord, once you've connected it, it's all your channels are over here, right? Go down to where you see live trade, and that's where Josh's links will be. When you see all the other days of the week that I live trade, just come down to Spylord, click there. Anything I do or any play I do gets posted there, and videos and live links. Also, if you're brand new, don't click this play button. Click the blue link. Go out to YouTube. Don't watch it through this Discord. It'll lag. Okay? Happened before where the exchanges were laggy and orders I to feel like the other day. This was down. XRP, it has happened occasionally. Every blue moon it happens. You know, the AWS thing was crazy the other day for sure. There was some kind of third-party mess up that ran Webull and Robinhood options day before yesterday. Towards the end of the day, their options were not loading properly. Just the options chain. So, yeah, we are dependent on a lot of stuff that is not diversified. Should be spread out more. Oh my God. Don't get that ringing in your ear. Oh, okay. I enjoyed it, guys. I appreciate it. Love you. I will holler at you tomorrow morning. Thanks.